R.K. Samantra is there, Dr. Asharani, Leeladhar, anyone is there? Dr. Asharani, Leeladhar. একবার ডেকে নিয়ে আসো। তোমার কোন দিকে আছে?
कौन कौन है बोलो, इधर प्रेजेंट कर लो। Who are here to present? आपका तो है तो
যারা আছে তাদেরকে ডাকো না। এই
এটা পাত্র প্লিজ প্লিজ
এতক্ষণ সময় নষ্ট করে দিলে তোমরা। 15 মিনিটস 3 মিনিটস হ্যাঁ
ঠিক আছে।
আধ ঘন্টা তারপরে অনলাইন দরকার।
নেক্সট দিকে
কি হলো
চেঞ্জ করে।
হ্যাঁ কি বলবেন?
গুড মর্নিং। ওকে,
আরে এটা পয়েন্টার কাজ করছে না, এটা দেখো এটা হচ্ছে
স্যার।
হ্যাঁ হচ্ছে
ওকে
3 minutes.
yeah. Good morning everybody. Good morning our respected teachers. And now myself, Dr. Shukant Patro, librarian of Vidyasagar College for Women, and she is from
Moushumi Patro, librarian of Government Nursing College, Beleghata ID, Kolkata.
Now I am to present here, my topic is mapping of the G20 nations ETDs in NDTD Global Metadata Repository. Actually I want to explore here the G20 countries whose national repositories are in a web platform, and more of the open access platform there are, and we are trying to the mapping reconnected with the NDTD repositories. And so what is the open access growth? We know the electronic thesis and dissertation in the open access platform is a significantly grow in our knowledge platforms, and the quality assurance. We know the ETD means the electronic thesis and dissertation. So we know the PhD award, now the mandate to plagiarism and the similarity reports, so ensuring the academic integrity and research authenticity. And it is a transform of the research transformation. That the ETD the effectively convert of the hidden research. That is, those are the not native in the web platform. This is explored by the open access platform through our ETD exploration. Yeah. Okay. Now here explore the there are the 13 countries in the ETDs. Those are the Australias. In the first one, the Australia, the ETD platform is known as the Trove, and the second one is Brazil, Biblioteca Digital Basilia de Thesis on Dissertation, and the Canada is a thesis Canada. China is a China doctoral dissertation through the text database. Germany is the District National Bibliothèque. India we know the very known popular is the South Ganga, and Italy is the Testing Online. Japan is Japan. There are the two national repositories in Japan. Those are the one is the Japanese international repositories online, and that means the Gyro, and another is the Chinese dissertation. And South Africa is the ETD portal of South Africa, and United Kingdom is very popular is the Ethos, and United States is American doctoral dissertations, and Europe is actually the European countries is small European countries is going together as a there are the platform is Europe known as the Dart Europe. Next. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We know there are the in the NDTD material repositories there are the participant countries in the 13 countries, and the most of the ETD resources among the in the NDTD repositories is contained near about the 91% within. Among the total global ETD repositories contained in the global world, and the top 3 ETD repositories in G20 nations is a number 1 is United States, and these are the you know already the doctoral thesis dissertations. in there contains the 15 lakhs ETDs. 15 lakhs there. And India, South Ganga and Brazil is 6,25,000 and 289. And we know that G20 nation indicated participation gap is all there at the 65% of the global economy, the contents. Yeah, okay. In conclusion, we know that the participation of the percentage reveals the significant disparities between the G20 nations and non-G20 nations. And we know that if we grow in gradually one by one, and if we explore the open access platform, then it is the global research platform is very beautiful now in future. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Please come. Thank you. Now I call you Pulosmita Nath and Professor P. Hamsing.
Next आपने बोलो
Pulosmita Nath already told you. Madam, 3 minutes, huh?
Yes.
Good morning, respected chairpersons, organizing committee members and respected participants. The paper title is Challenges in Knowledge Sharing through Web 2.0 Technologies, and it's a survey done in College Libraries of Kamrup Metro. It's a joint paper submitted by me and my guide, Dr. Hangsing. Next. Laptop. So we know about knowledge sharing. Knowledge sharing means exchanging information, and we know about Web 2.0 technologies also. Web 2.0 technologies allows people to communicate, read and write flexibly any content in internet connected device. So there are lots of Web 2.0 technologies tools, and these are very useful for library services like social media networking, etc. And these tools are greatly helping library services in building sustainable libraries. If we use this tool for library services, then librarians can make a sustainable library for their future. We reviewed some literature also, and after this literature review, we found that literature review mainly indicates one research gap in addressing scope and challenges of these barriers, basically in college libraries in developing states like in Assam. So considering that librarians are the decision makers and administrators in college libraries, so we tried to collect their opinions and perspective regarding the challenges they are facing. Next. So these are research objectives. Without internet connection, we cannot imagine. Yes, sir. So without internet connection, we cannot imagine implementation of web technology. So we have total 4 objectives, and there are 2 types of barriers. One is the time of execution or implementation of these technologies. Another is after implementation. Okay. Sorry. So these are methodology. We conducted survey in total 7 colleges of Kamrup Metro in July 2025. We collected data through offline questionnaire, and these are the colleges. All the librarians responded to the questionnaire. And this is objective number 1. First, to know the internet connection. We found that in all colleges, basically they have internet connection. And in 6 colleges they have internet connection now. In 1 colleges internet is being installed. So we can say that there is no barriers related to internet connection. And objective number 2, to know the adoption pattern of these technologies for knowledge sharing. So we found that many web technologies have already been implemented in their colleges, and some tools are not adopted in their colleges. And highest adoption is found was in this web OPEC and WhatsApp, Facebook, etc. This is mentioned as descending order, and we used 5-point Likert scale here. Then objective number 3 and 4, for these 2 objectives, we used some predefined list. We mentioned some barriers. They selected some barriers, and they were free to write their own challenges also. We found that main challenges for implementation is lack of supporting manpower. And these are summary of the objectives. Objective 1, 2, we have already mentioned in the previous slides. regarding this objective 3 and 4, in the implementation stage, they basically face challenges, other challenges also, like paucity of time, lack of technical manpower, and objective number 4 is after implementation they face challenges like lack of support and cooperation from website developer, cooperation from authority, lack of skill of library users also. So this study gives some recommendation like libraries should approach proposed technical manpower for enhancing technical strength in their college libraries, and basically from the discussion and interviews held with the librarians, it was found that they are mainly dependent on external website developer team, so they cannot have their administrative control. So libraries should maintain active liaison with the website developer team, and to reduce dependency on the external support, they can use their own website. They can develop their own website using some free blog pages and Google search, etc. And it is suggested to introduce this libraries web platforms with the library users through library notice board, keyword, code display, etc. And conducting their users awareness program on this Web 2.0 tools, and they can use MDLI club platform also. And from my personal experience, I can say that when I was working in MDLI, then I talked to many librarians, then they told me that lack of awareness of library users is a very important barriers for them, because they cannot understand sometimes how to register, how to handle the technical things. And additionally, to ease the knowledge representation, they can use graphics, animation, and they may write content in national and regional language also. Like in Assam, if they write their content in Assamese language, then it's very easily understandable, because sometimes students in Assam, they cannot understand the English language. And keep comment and feedback submission facility enabled. This is another suggestion. Next, libraries should be careful in some aspects like internet safety, etc. And this is conclusion and this is reference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, madam. Thank you. Now, Asha Rani is there. Dr. Asha Rani. Then Dr. Kuljit ji.
Actually, she was working on Indian project, posted in IIT Guwahati.
Oh.
Now you are in?
Yes, Guwahati. Very good.
Photographer কোথায় আছে? ডাক তো ওই রুম থেকে ডাক।
Thank you. Okay.
So I request chairman and all you come. फोटोग्राफर को बुलाओ ना, रूम पे है। फोटोग्राफर के रखना मोड़ी रूम से।
फोन कर देंगे ना।
continue. Got it.
Yeah, please start.
Start.
Nita.
3 minutes.
Yeah. Nita, ma'am. Very good morning, one and all present here, and happy Guru Nanak Jayanti. I am Dr. Kuljit Ji Kalon, and I am working at Guru Nanak Institute of Management Study, and my co-author is Miss Nita Malik. Today we are going to present our research paper on the topic leveraging NDL and OER for academic excellence, a case study of GNMS. Open resource, open mind, driving academic excellence through the digital resource. So this is our flow of presentation. So NDL align closely with the objective outlined in the new education policy. So that promoting lifelong learners, community engagement by providing digital resources to our community. So by providing NDL's ERO academic library reframe their role of as a their library role as a promoters for accessibility, sustainability and the quality education for their user. So we at a GNMS, we are holding potential to lead similar initiative by the amending NDL, and we have in the services qualities, and we can have that construction program like a project based learning, which is the GSP of GNMS library, and we have the better engagement activity for the student. So NDL and the GNMS collaboration, it is the witness how our GNMS library is actively participate in NDL. And I am proud to say that we have 2 NDL clubs which was started in 2019, and you can look at the growth of our club. So far we are increasing day by day and after year to be number of activities and number of resources, and have different activity which we are conducting under the club of NDL. The other my colleague will be continue.
Good afternoon. Our objective is to study the awareness of open education resources among academicians, the prescribed benefits and challenges related to the open access and the NDLI. Our methodology was a mixed approach, quantitative and qualitative. The data was collected over a 2-week period using Google Form and surveys. This is our analysis and findings, demographic data and the category of users. Our key findings are divided into 4 categories: awareness and registration of NDLI, where 95.2% of respondents were aware of the National Digital Library. Second, usage pattern NDLI, where the main purpose of using the NDLI was research 40.5% and reading books 26.2%. Library initiative, where 81% acknowledged the encourage of NDLI club registration and conduct various activities. Awareness and uses, where SWAYAM and YouTube education channels were mostly utilized. Recommendation: enhance user engagement post registration, promote NDLI events and features more effectively, encourage use of preferred content times.
So we would like to conclude here. Library initiatives and the orientations are playing the key role of promoting NDL and OERA. So awareness is strong, but engagement need to be improved, especially regular activities and uses of NDL. So the strong demand for training, which can be increased the users and users' confidence. So at GNMS library has significant potential to become a hub of digital academic content through the integration.
Open education access becomes synonymous to the human rights, opportunities and prosperity.
So we as a librarian can say that we as a librarian can be provide the dish with a variety of e-resources, but this is up to the mark how user can be grab that opportunity to gain that knowledge. So with closing with the NDL tag, Pade Bharat, Bade Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you for your presentation. अभी ये है आर के समंत्र है Dr. R.K. Samanta, Anuradha Kumari. Yeah, please. तो इनका फोटो ये पेमेंट चलिए पेमेंट मिलिए
Good morning all the dignitaries present and dear participants. I am going to present my paper on Mapping the Evolution of Global Research on Cultural Heritage Data, a Bibliometric Analysis. This paper has been co-authored by my research guide, Dr. Bhakti Gala. So, as we all know that cultural heritage and Indian knowledge system is the talk of the town just after artificial intelligence. So, basically cultural heritage includes both tangible and intangible aspect of cultural heritage. The cultural heritage data are held by public bodies such as libraries, archives, museum, etc. So, I have done this research of cultural heritage data with the lens of bibliometrics. So these are my objectives, and for the methodology part I have adopted quantitative study, bibliometrics, and the keyword was cultural heritage data. And the timeline I have covered is 2000 to 2025, which is 2024, that is 25 years. And data I have used to extract the database I have used to extract the data is Scopus, and tool for data analysis is R package, and total document extracted was 293 after cleaning of data. So because of time constraint I am just jumping to findings. So as we can see that table 1, so in 2024 was the most productive year in which 31 articles were produced in the field. Fluctuation has been observed in the publication throughout the study period, but overall growth has been noticed, which signifies that cultural heritage data is a growing research area. Document-wise distribution is the most papers have been published in conference paper followed by articles. If we talk about country-wise contribution of the publication in the field, so Italy topped the chart and followed by Germany, UK, USA and China. I also did citation impact of publication on cultural heritage data. So total of 2,666 citation received by 293 articles, but here total 9.09 citations per article has been received. So as we see that 227 publications have received citation only, but 66 articles are yet to receive any single citation. If we talk about the international collaboration pattern, the USA and UK are the top collaborators in the field with 11 collaborations, followed by France and Italy with 8 collaborations. I also did co-occurrence analysis. So 1,576 indexing keywords were found, in which 20.56 keywords has co-occurred. The keyword which has co-occurred most is cultural heritage, which has been co-occurred for 170 times. So basically this is my future recommendation, that cultural heritage data needs to be explored in the Indian context. Since in 293 articles there was only single article from India. So this was surprising for me, so I recommend future recommendation that cultural heritage data needs to be explored in Indian context. It can be also explored in the terms of linked data, metadata, standardization and interoperability, preservation and sustainability, use of AI and machine learning in the field. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much for your nice presentation.
वो फ्लावर बुके कहाँ है? Good morning, Professor. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Thank you very much for being with us today morning session online. So Professor Thomas Mandley is a distinguished scholar in information science at the University of Hilsmins, Germany. His research focuses on information retrieval, human-computer interaction, multilingual information system, and internationalization of the information technology. Professor Mandley actively teaching in the International Information Management Program and has published a numerous papers promoting interdisciplinary collaboration in the evolving field of information and communication technology. So with this, I welcome you, sir, in this session, and your talk will be 20-25 minutes. So thank you very much once again for giving the lecture with our participant. Thank you very much. You can, the mic is over to you.
Thank you very much. Do I share the presentation or do you share from your side? Excellent, very good. Thank you very much for the invitation. I hope the sound is fine. Yeah. And it's a very great pleasure for me to talk at this nice event. I like the Kharagpur, one of the oldest institutions, I think the oldest IIT, so I'm really honored to talk at such a nice event, and I will try to talk about my work regarding image analysis in digital libraries, digitized content, especially historical content. It's a huge challenge, it's a huge opportunity to bring AI and libraries and archives together. It is a short overview of my CV, but it was already mentioned, and maybe you're not sure where Hildesheim is, the place where I work. You see it's very much in the middle of Germany, 2 hours with a train from Berlin, so very central place. If you want to visit, you're very welcome. So I will start with a brief look into image processing, and then I move to image processing in the humanities. We always should remember that big success that we see now in AI, in digital methods, in image analysis, also in image generation, comes from very complex systems, but their most basic operations are very simple. We look at a pixel in a neighboring environment, take these values and make a simple calculation to transfer the values of all the pixels into a new image, into a new layer, and here the new value of the pixel is influenced by its environment, by its context. And by doing this for many, many layers, these systems manage to do amazing things. Very simple to LLMs, where we also have the word in their representation, and through the layers it's propagated, and more the representation gets influenced by its context. So at the basic level we have image values, we have a filter, and these are simply multiplied with the corresponding values and summed up, and it gives a new value. These are the core operation of CNNs, convolutional neural networks, and they generate more data because we have several filters. So several filters create one image for each of one value for each of the pixel values in an image, which would create somehow more in a very normal value, and then we need other operations to cut that down again. But this is again very interesting to see how basically simple this inner functioning of these systems is. And now they can do very amazing things. And I think it's very relevant to bring this to digitized content, to bring digital libraries to AI technology, and allow the public and the researchers much more opportunities to access them. In the humanities, often these skills are not always accepted. We have some contra voices, humanity might lose its essence if it does things that are close to computer science. However, many propagators of using technology and AI in the humanities say, well, finally we can work with large image collections. A human is very limited, time-consuming operations if somebody looks at many images. And we can address aesthetic questions not only from a expert point of view, a subjective point of view, but from an objective perspective. In our research, we were interested in the children and youth literature. It shows how adults thought children have to look at the world, how they should present new things in the world. In the 19th century, lithography was established, came to the market, dramatically changed publication patterns, allowed much more production of books, allowed much more images in books, visual rich material was created, much more than in the centuries before. People were exposed to much more visual content. Styles and genres developed that we still see today in children's books, and the dissemination of new knowledge is very interesting. We see here two children looking at a train. The train was something that was invented in the 19th century and also had to be disseminated. I'll have a brief look at our collections that we used here. We have two collections that we worked with. One is called the Gargi Auditorium, hosted at the National Library in Berlin, and the so-called Hobrecker collection hosted at the Library of Braunschweig. These are digital archives. You see in the background how the digitized content, in this case lots of images, lots of text, is available for researchers. This was a subset of 600 books that we used for most of the studies, but there are already a few thousand digitized. Now first we were interested how many images can we see there anyway? What are the different genres here? What are the different styles? And we see from our traditional woodcut, very simple structures. We move to educational content with very many details about physiology, made for children. We see also very visual, rich landscapes, fairy tales, professions, knowledge about professions, and also about religious groups, in this case in an ABC book. We were interested in how many images are in these collections, how can we plot that, is it worth to study that, and we counted the amount of images on one page on average. And as we see here on the right hand side, we go from 0.1 image, so every less than one image per 10 pages on average over the books. In the 18th century, first half of the 19th century, and then the effects of the invention of lithography, which was invented just before 1800, really become strong, and lithography and visual material appears, and we have some years with more than 0.5 images per page. So that's then, you can see the distribution that we expect, and we think, yes, this is interesting to study. However, if we look at the Hobrecker collection hosted in Braunschweig, we see that also in the early 19th century we have a lot of very visual, rich images with even much higher amounts of images per page, and more or less the distribution is stable over the entire period. This is surprising, and this does not meet our expectations. And here we see from the very basic level we have to know very much about the collections. We need the library expertise here, because we have to know that Gargi Haupt is a librarian, boss of the library, and he collected children book based on representative with the idea to have a representative collection. And Hobecker was a private collector. Later he donated his collection to the library, and he was always interested in the nice and beautiful books, and he collected mainly books that are nice and that have many illustrations. So here we see a completely different distribution in the quantitative analysis. And this shows how important the knowledge of librarians about the origin of collections is. Otherwise, we cannot interpret such a finding. Furthermore, we have worked with a library in Wolfenbüttel, also in Germany, that collects historic portraits, like you see on the right. Somebody was rich enough in the early modern times to have somebody make an image of himself. This person holds a book in his hand, so it seems that he is a scientist, a scholar. And often these people were depicted on the front of books, but there were also portrait books that contained portraits of many, many people. Let's move to the image classification part that we do with these collections. One classical task in image and AI is classification. So based on one task, one goal, one feature of the images, we want to classify them into groups. And we were first interested to say, is it possible for us to classify the children books into classes that correspond to the production type? So was it a woodcut, was it a wood engraving, copper engraving, or the more modern form, lithography, as I mentioned, used in the 19th century. And this is sometimes not trivial. Okay, woodcut, people can see the very simple structures. Lithography is more elaborated, but also with copper engravings you can do more elaborate designs. However, of course, the aesthetics that is possible with lithography and copper engraving is not possible with woodcut, for example. Therefore, before doing an aesthetic analysis, it's important to know the production time. Not always easy for experts as well. Sometimes they have to look very carefully. Furthermore, we're interested in the reuse and in the recognition of objects. Well, what can we see on the pictures? What was shown to the children in the children books that is relevant, and how did that maybe change over time? That was our original research goal. And we see lots of challenges with these books. We have mixtures of image and text. Here we have an initial character which was very, very nicely designed. It's actually a D, but comes with an image. So it's image and text at the same time. It's hard to distinguish these two things. Object recognition, our classic object recognition is very strong. And here we see that a monkey is recognized as a person because he's wearing clothes. He's depicted as an human, as an anthropomorphic figure. Also, figures in mythology, in religion, could be depicted as people, and then the computer confused. We will have to remember that all these models are trained on millions of modern images, meaning photographs, which are available a lot. And then they can only be trained on objects and people who really exist, and not on anthropomorphic figures. Also here we see that, of course, these animals, they don't appear ever in such a group. There's also a system trained on photographs will have a hard time recognizing these animals. Also, they are never typically not photographed in the perfect perspective that is shown in the didactic display in the book. So as I mentioned, the first task was to build a CNN with many layers, the convolutions, as I mentioned in the beginning, the filters, and then finally a classification layer that says, is it a woodcut or is it a lithography? This turned out to be much more difficult than we expected, and we did not reach a perfect solution here. What did we try? We had to use elaborate machine learning techniques, especially to make up for the unequal distribution of classes. We had much more images from one production technology than from the other. We see wood engraving was underrepresented, and for that we used epoch-wise undersampling, epoch-wise oversampling, and undersampling turned out to be a very, very good technology. So each epoch, the same amount of images is, of examples from each class is shown, and these are then sampled from the other available pictures. So for the majority class, always different images would be shown to the model, and this leads to the best results. Here we see in the best only black and white without colors. We reach a recognition accuracy of 91, for oversampling 94. So here we are quite satisfied, and we had to use very shallow models, only 3 layers. Other typical models have 100 layers and are able to identify much more bigger structures, but for the printing type technology it's only necessary to look at small neighborhoods. That's what also humans do. We also looked at how does the model make its decision, and the typical approach are CAMs, class activation maps, also other methods that try to explain why does an AI algorithm make a decision. Here we see a dog, it's classified as an Australian Terrier, and where does the model look at? By looking at the stronger activated neurons in the last layers, we can learn that this is the area in this heat map where the model really looks at. We did that also for our material. We see an image, somehow pre-processed, and then it's correctly classified, probably, and we now can see where does the model look at. And if we would describe this picture, we would probably mention that there's 2 people and that they are in the room, and we see that the model looks at content parts like this very black desk and the curtain that are not so relevant for the content description. Or we would probably not mention them as first things. But the model has to look at very large structures, where is a large area of ink that I can check how was that printed. And this corresponds to how humans work. We have talked to experts and they say, I would look for a large area and then at the detailed structures. I would not look into the face and all of these fine structured parts of the image. So that's interesting. We see similar behavior of the model as for the human expert who can distinguish between these technologies. I cannot, I have to rely on the expertise here of scholars from libraries, from the humanities. Object identification, also important thing. We wanted to know, when did the material, when did some invention come into the children books, when were they shown? We ran a object detection model, YOLO in this case, a few years ago on, as we see here, around 16,000 pages in some children books. We identified around 1,800 images, 4,000 objects were recognized from 200 classes. And here we see not only language, but also in the objects that we detect. We have a very unequal distribution. We have some very similar to a Zipf distribution. Person, also other types of person, worker and entertainer, are by far the most present object that is we find in these books. Then we find things like a few animals, birds, horse, and however, their frequency is very low. Anything else has a much lower frequency even. So we cannot really plot, as we had planned, the distribution, the development of things, or anything else. There's just too few samples. So here we have, again, a finding that, of course, we could not really work on our research question based on the content here. Yeah, as the last chapter, I would like to talk about the development of tools for image search and analysis in the age or in other. What tools should libraries look at? What can libraries develop to help their customers in digital libraries to search, to work much more with images? That should be certainly an important task in the next 5 to 10 years, to bring the potential of AI algorithms here. Here we have an example from the German State Library. They implemented 10 years ago a similarity search. And we see it actually works reasonably well, and we get very similar images, and we would expect that they are from either the same book or from, in this case, yes, from a story, or from the same artist in exactly the same style. And now we have elaborate AI systems, a lot of expensive processing. However, as these are from the same book, something we would have found anyway. This doesn't go beyond meta search, then other images come. But still, of course, at least somehow powerful. Other people come up with geographic metaphors. We plot this in a map in a three-dimensional space. Similar images are close to each other. And if I explore regions, I will find similar images, images that are somehow similar on each other. Also nice, but of course these displays have to zoom in and out a lot. It's not very user-friendly. A newer system developed 2 or 3 years ago is the iArt system that also has a very powerful similarity search, as we see here. And what iArt does very nicely, I searched for portraits of Luther. It gives me a good clustering of the results. These are colored portraits. These are black and white portraits, maybe of Luther, but maybe of similar people who portray themselves in the tradition of Luther. And in the lowest cluster, it's a workplace.
Thank you.
Another model is images AI, and here I searched for portraits, and here again we can see somehow reasonably similar. However, all of these models like iArt and images AI, they search with one global definition of similarity. I have some parameters, but they use expert terminology, embeddings, the user in the library, the expert who is working with portraits doesn't know about embeddings. And we see that portraits have several dimensions of similarity. These two have all an oval frame. Some people look to the left, some people look to the right. Some people have similar hairstyle, others not so well. And these are all dimensions that the researcher could be interested in. He might want to look at only oval portraits, so from a certain group. You might look at portraits of the same person, so the face would have to be similar, or he might do research in people who hold books and who are scholars and how did their image change over time. And then he cannot do that with these systems, although they are quite powerful. And here we see how you can change the embedding with this terminology that nobody understands. So I think we need more control over AI systems. That's also a research direction in other domains, but we need to bring that to the librarians and to the people who are experts in image research. And we developed a portrait search system that can search for different dimensions of similarity. Faces, the brain, overall composition, also gestures could be interested, but that's something we need to look at. So here you can configure the model, and yes?
Sir, can you conclude?
Yes.
Can you conclude, sir?
Yes, I will conclude in 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Here we can set the different parameters, and with that we get different results. You see, this is a screenshot from an image. We developed an app. Here are the links to the app that you can use to find this stuff. With that, we also have some methodological challenge. How do we evaluate that? We have very hard to find experts. Experts are often very negative to do AI tools, and it's hard to do real user research. So with that, I'm actually finished, and thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much.
Sir, since you are joining remotely, so this is for you, and this is for you, sir, and this will send you, and
Okay.
and this is
Thank you very much.
This is for you. Just zoom karo.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice gesture.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us,
Thank you.
and it was a really wonderful presentation. And in future, we'll touch with you with this similar type of event. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the invitation and for listening.
Thank you.
Have a good conference.
Dr. R.K. Samanta? No? Then Pallavi Dhoke? Dr. Ramesh Suddhav? Dr. Pallavi Dhoke? Not there? And then Dr. Sohini Sengupta? Dr. Sohini Sengupta? কি নাম ওর? নাম নেই কালকে ছিল। হ্যাঁ 3 মিনিট স্যার কম इधर से इधर लास्ट ना अरे
उधर से कुछ लेके आता है।
हाँ
आइए कम
उधर नहीं होते इधर
এখানে তোমার কয়জন আছে বলছে
কিন্তু
জিজ্ঞেস করো নাম জিজ্ঞেস করো না ঠিক আছে এক মিনিট দেখুন বিফোর ইউ স্টার্ট মাইক
Hello, Dr. Viren Janelu is there? Dr. Viren Janelu? No. By Raksha Chaudhary? No. Sandeep Kumar Pathak? No. And then Asapurna Priyadarshini Nayak?
Their paper will be excluding from this procedure.
Okay. And then one is Salahuddin? Salahuddin is there? Okay. So
this is only
one. So after this, you will be presenting. After this,
Okay. Samoita Dotto, librarian of Deshbandhu Mahavidyalaya. My topic is use of screen readers among the blind, low vision and person with disability, a comparative study between JAWS and NVDA, the screen reader. The screen reader is an assistive technology that converting contents into suitable format of accessing resources to the blind person and low visions and persons with disability. The software like JAWS, NVDA's voice over Windows Eye, Dolphin, Supernova, System Access to Go, these are the screen readers helping converting any documents into braille display or speak aloud. The screen reader can be integrated with the operating system like Linux, Windows, Mac, Android and any other operating system with the accessibility at the user interface. The working principle of this screen reader is the command line structure of keyboards and cursor to set up by different keystrokes to navigate between the text and interoperability and speech the read out the text.
Madam, you have to complete within 3 minutes.
The objective of this study is to find the different trend of the use of these screen readers over time period covering 2009 to 2024 and to find out also the difference of the mean users of the screen reader and correlation of these two screen readers JAWS and NVDA with the total correlation of the total user responded and statistical significance test of both the result at 5% level of significance. Here we have found the data from the WebIM online source. This is from secondary data, and these covering these WebIM conducted survey every year from starting from 2008. And for every subsequent year of study, they have conducted the survey over the blind respondents and also the capturing person with disability. So there are several number of respondents were found in this consequent year of study, and my study is done on the use of screen reader as a primary screen reader on desktop and laptop. And the data is collected from the source and analysis is done on Microsoft Excel. And all the statistical analysis is done with the help of the software JASP version 0.95.3. So after that we find that the survey covering all the continental region worldwide, the user respondents largely belongs to North America region, 62% of the respondents, and 22% belongs to Europe, and 7% of the Asian regions, and the other user respondents are South America, Africa, Middle East, Australia, and Central America and Caribbean. So there are different types of disabilities found. The larger disabilities is found to be blindness and low vision. Other than there is deafness, cognitive motor, they are also using this type of screen readers. Now after that, this is the data over the period, that number of respondents, and in the next slide. Analyzing the data, we have found that the JAWS, the large number of user respondents, that is 47% over the year, are using JAWS. After that, the name comes the software NVDA. The other type of software is Zoom, Text Fusion, Orca, Voice over, Dolphin, Supernova, Narrator, Chromebox, Windows Eye. We have found that up to 2012, the JAWS differs significantly, a large number of user respondents, but after that, the use of open source software NVDA also rises. And we found the 55.2% of total respondents was interviewed. Those are using the software NVDA or voice over for free or low cost software. 70% among them says that they are using this low cost, they use screen reader for low cost, and the user 43% of users using screen reader on the basis of existing comfort or expertise. In summarization, we found that the number of screen reader users remain larger toward the period for jobs. It is also found that the number of users in the case of NVDA begin to rise from the year of 2010, and it becomes almost equal with the jobs in the year of 2019. George as a primary screen reader on in concluding, we can say that the screen reader George has some advanced features over the that is, it has training books, daisy players, formatted training books, and screen reading facility, text analyzer. No, that is screen reader as a George screen reader. It is this uses largest portion of the blind among the blind population.
Very good. Thank you.
Over the world.
Now please come. ये देवे ना मैंने दे देवे ना अच्छा ठीक है अब आइए डॉक्टर सलाउद्दीन अच्छा दे अरे आप लोग आइए पूरे पूरे बोलते ना पूरे पूरे बोलता सर बदल बोलता अरे जाओ ना अरे আমাদের নিয়ে গো মনিরুল কোথায় মনিরুল ডাকবেন आपका प्रेजेंटेशन है
यस
आप नहीं कर
मैं था तो
नहीं कर आपका अनाउंस किया ना
नहीं मैं था
नहीं
मैं
कर
था सर
पहले जो अनाउंस किया आप नहीं था
मैं था सबसे पूछ लीजिए
तो तुम उधर चला जाओ नहीं टाइम नहीं है बस मैनेज करना है फोटोग्राफर का है Dr. Kandan, he is the librarian of IIM Sambalpur. These type of people are common, and these people are not available here. सब स्पीकर को मिल गया ना आपको दे देना है इधर आ जाओ तुम रेडी करो चलो चलो सलाउद्दीन
Very good morning all. Myself Dr. Salahuddin, Assistant Librarian, Alia University, Calcutta.
Which university?
Alia University.
Calcutta?
Yes.
Okay, Nani.
मेरे पास मोबाइल में है
पीपीटी नहीं है
पीपीटी इनके पास है वो उधर चले गए
ऐसे बोल दो ना
ओके ओके
so
thank you actually my study is on a developing an institution repository for my university University is one of the latest universities in West Bengal. It was a college, then it was enhanced to a university in the year 2008, and it has been around 20 years, but our university doesn't have a institution repository. Institution repository is one of the important things that helps to preserve the institutional publications and all other products. So, my study was to my study was to with an aim to develop a repository for my university. I proposed through my study a phased roadmap to this development of the repository, and there are 5 phases. First, the need assessment and the open access policy development. In that phase, we will develop the policy for how to develop the repository. Then we will have the infrastructure development, like selection of the software and the hardware needed for the repository development. Then there is content development through digitization of the available resources. The primary resources for the repository will be the thesis and dissertations. The content developed by faculty members and research scholars, like research publications, and content developed for libraries like EPE, Pathshala, Swayam, MOOCs. And then there is a phase that will be having the training for the repository staff as well as the content creators, like faculty members and research scholars. And after the development of the repository, we will have a phase in which all the the launch of the repository will be conducted, conducting programs like workshops, like this symposium. And the final phase will be the efforts to continue the repository in a sustainable manner. So these are the phases I have found in my study.
Very good. Thank
you. This is all about my study. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. Very good. Excellent. So I think we have completed all the papers. Anyone is there? आइए चल के उनको दे देते
Okay, thank you.
Very good. Very good. Good job done.
So, rule of this game, I just want to tell you, rule of the game is that, please, rule of the game is that the question will be asked here, it will display here and your mobile also. Okay, there will be 4 options, and in this 4 options, 1 is right, 3 are wrong. You have to select the right answer and faster finger first. Everybody knows the answer. It doesn't mean that you will get the marks. You will get marks, but maybe minus mark you will get it. Those who will give the first answer, he will give the highest mark. So, this is the thing. You have to do quickly. Okay? Done. Understood? Everyone is given your name, full name. Huh? Okay, now don't talk. Please be silent. And then now we are going to start. It is a 10-minute games. Be serious, and there is a very attractive prize for you. Okay? You can't imagine it even. So let's start. Sound is there? Sound ka hai? Kothay sound nahi to? Kothay sound kothay? এক মিনিট সাউন্ড নেই আরে এক মিনিট সাউন্ড কোথায় আরে রুকরা সাউন্ড নেই তো প্লিজ প্লিজ লিসেন সাউন্ড কোথায় সাউন্ড শোভন সাউন্ড আসছে না তো সাউন্ড আবার তো স্ক্যান করতে হবে আবার স্ক্যান করতে হবে ওকে সো again you have to scan that game time is over now you have to scan again quickly scan it and write your name you take a photo and give it to everyone go এই ফটো নিয়ে সবাইকে দাও না এখান থেকে ফটো তোলো কতজন হয়েছে 82 84 a full house now it's wonderful 10,000 কোন মানে করোড়পতি और जोड़े আর জোরে দে হ্যাঁ বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে তখন বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে done 103 people have registered our NDLI and library staff can join also but I don't think that you will get prize but yeah let them join all yeah there were 2 categories of prize internal and out participant अरे इतना लोग है, जल्दी करो। हो गया? खबर হয়েছে হয়েছে? এক মিনিট। So let's start the game. Okay, everybody done? হয়ে গেছে? সবার হয়ে গেছে? এই এখান থেকে ফটো নিস। সবার হয়েছে? ডান? ওকে, স্টার্ট ফার্স্ট কোশ্চেন। স্টার্ট। Quick. कौन है? नेक्स्ट आ गया ना सुब्रत नंदा। हाँ सर, क्विक। Very tough question. I think nobody. चलिए स्टार्ट करो। किशोर दे कैसे हो गया? अरे तुमको मालूम है? ओ उसको बस किताब है शायद। ओके, किशोर दे, प्रियव्रता, इंद्रजीत, सुब्रत नंदा एंड एन उपाध्याय। उपाध्याय जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच। अरे ग्रेट। नेक्स्ट प्रियंका इज देयर। हाँ, वेरी सिंपल। Let's see. Go. देखो। কি হলো? খোল। নেক্সট রেজাল্ট দেখতে।
Sir, 12 and 9 who are there?
जय कृष्ण झा कौन है? जय कृष्ण झा। अरे वेरी नाइस, यू विल कम फर्स्ट। क्विक। नेक्स्ट सर, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। अरे किशोर, तुम्हें किछु गड़बड़ करछो। You are doing something wrong. Okay, great. इंद्रजीत। अच्छा, राजेश कुमार। अरे राजेश कुमार कौन है? अरे वाह, great. There is a chance. Next question you go first. Very nice. संयुक्ता भी आ गया। अरे वाह, wonderful. Next question. দেখো এবার কি হয়। নেক্সট এক মিনিট নেক্সট তাড়াতাড়ি করো, পরে একটা গেম আছে। হলো फोटो लो यार, क्या कर क्विक another four questions are left, be careful. अरे इंद्रजीत तुम क्या खा के आया? हाँ? रमोनी and then Shubho, कौन है? Kunal Shud. अरे sir, you have a right, but you have a very good chance. Always we have seen the last person come first. Huh? Oh, nobody is having Wi-Fi connection. Everybody is having their own connection. So you need some concession. You need some concession, sir. You need some. Okay. Next question. Question number 7. Very interesting question. Very interesting question. We are dependent on the spelling of computer. So that is a testing. Really, everybody is doing spelling check in the computer. अच्छा ठीक है। अरे बाप रे इंद्रजीत संयुक्ता चले एसो उसको नहीं मिलेगा, डोंट वरी। इंटरनल है ना, इंटरनल को तो सोचो मत, आप खुद करो ना। इंटरनल तो मिलेगा, वो अलग से मिलेगा। पार्टिसिपेंट को एक्चुअली विल गिव द प्राइज, आवर इंटरनल पीपल ऑल्सो गेट प्राइज बट इन डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ थिंग्स, ओके। So don't worry about internal candidate. The participants, I request that you should get the prize. Okay. Try the next question. Another this is question number 8. Another 2 questions are left. Write down the name, first, second, third. They link it up. कौन आ रहा है देखा जाए, लेट्स सी। ओहो इतना आगे पहुंच गया ना, इसको बीट करना मुश्किल है। किशोर रमोनी आ गया, कहा है रमोनी? अरे क्या पढ़ाई करते हो, गुड। ये क्या है? रविशंकर गिरी, हाँ ये एक्सटर्नल है। देखा आ गया, उसको नाम नहीं था, कभी भी नहीं था। तो देयर इज अ चांस दैट यू कैन कम बिकम ए फर्स्ट पर्सन, ओके। रॉन्ग आंसर भी होगा तो जल्दी दे दो, बाय द वे वो राइट भी हो सकता है। नेक्स्ट अच्छा वीडियो लेना आजा जिमी नेक्स्ट। रमनी आ गया, किशोर भी आ गया, ये तो बाकी भी अनुराधा भी आ गया। Good. That the last question, huh? So this will be the last question. After that, there are some questions based on library science 10 question. That is a separate game. Only library science. Okay. So I hope those who are the really the good student and then teacher also, they will get this prize. Thank you. Next question. Final, last question. Let's see. Indrajit will go down. Hey, wait. So there will be only one lucky person. Okay. One is external, one from participant. One for internal, one for participant. Okay. So let's see the result. Start. देखता है कौन है. Number 3. किशोर दे. अरे नीचे आ गया. Very good. Congratulations, इंद्रजीत. All our internal candidates. All our internal candidates. Kishore De is also internal candidate, but Kishore De will be considered. So write down the name of all three. Write down. Copy करो. सबका रिजल्ट दिखाओ. सबका रिजल्ट दिखाओ. All full. So these are the full results of today's quiz. अच्छा, A Upadhyay you save it up to 10. Save করতে পারবে? Photo nahi now? Okay. Okay, thank you very much and congratulations to all 10 people. Now the very interesting question that we will show you, and I hope this is the actual test of your intellectual thinking, memory, your school life study in library science, bachelor degree, master degree, PhD, and those who are the teacher who teach the student, they will be also tested. So thank you very much. Next question. Next game. You've taken the photo, na? यहाँ पे library science, central library people will not be allowed. Okay. NDL people can allow, but not central library people will be allowed. You can help others. नहीं, उन लोग को मालूम है ना, क्वेश्चन मालूम है, so they should not be allowed. But you will be allowed, but you will not get prize. Okay? Thank you. Scan करो, scan. একটা ফটো তুলে নিয়ে গিয়ে দে না, ওদিকে ও যদি দেখতে না পায়, ওরা যদি স্ক্যান না করতে পারে. ইউ টেক এ ফটো. You can also give pin code number. এই জল হবে একটু. Done. बस शुरू করে দাও, এই বাকিরা করতে পারবে না, ওরা জানেই। ओके ना, टाइम नहीं यार, शुरू कर दो। ओके, विल स्टार्ट। जिसका नहीं हुआ दूसरों को हेल्प करो। and share the prize. Okay, let's start. ये तो एक्चुअल गेम है. जल्दी जल्दी कर, टाइम नहीं. यही तो बाहर का लोग आ गया. बाहर का है. आप जानता है, मैं जानता है, बाकी लोग जानता है. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, क्विक. क्विक हो गया. चलो, ये कौन? राजश्री वर्क. अरे वाह, एक्चुअली दिस इज अ मेमोरी गेम. ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट. हाँ, बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. भंडारी जी, आप नहीं खेल रहे? नहीं हो रहा है? अब मेरे पास आइए प्लीज. आप मेरे पास आइए प्लीज. काम. नहीं, यू रन द शो. नहीं आइए. नहीं, इसको फर्स्ट होने का चांसेस है. इधर आइए प्लीज. यू रन द शो.
क्लिक करना है क्या?
कुछ नहीं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन.
ओके. So this is answer.
नाम बोलो, कौन आया है उसका नाम पढ़ो.
Who is Ajay Kumar Shah? Oh, great.
अरे वाह.
And second Kosto Chikrab. Kosto.
अरे कोस्तो दाड़ा तुम्हारा हो गया सब काज.
So third one is the Monirul. And Sobik Ramni is from inside. So please start the next. Okay. 15. So Kosov. Again Kosov. Big ring. So Monirol, you are also from NDLI. Okay, for next question, yeah. Next question, yes. %99 correct. Kosto. Kosto, Monirul, Sovik.
ना तुम्ही एखाने असो. ना तुम्ही एखाने असो. ना तुम्ही एखाने काम है. नहीं. You both people are playing. नहीं, एक जन एखाने असो. ना तुम्ही एखाने असो. हाँ. Okay.
Next. Oh, tough question, huh? Monirol Costa, Ramani. So next question. Lily Lolo.
कौन है?
Lulu. Lulu. Let's show the answer, please. Pavan. Manu, Jayashri. Yeah, please, next question. Okay, Subrata Ramani. Yeah. Yeah, please next question. Subarta Nandi. So Ramani is from inside now, I think. So please next question. It's the last? Last. Yeah.
So give a big hand to. Wait.
Only big hand.
Wait. He is lucky for whom? He is lucky for whom? अरे ये लाकी किसके लिए है? अभी फास्ट कौन है? Take a photo. Thank you so much. Hi, खड़ा जाओ. The last question, you start. Next. তার মানে কি এখানকার লোকেরাই পড়াশোনা করে? चलिए, okay, let's see the result. Third, Ramani out. Rostov. Subrat Nanda. So you take 10 people now. So thank you very much everyone for participating in that wonderful show. And now we will have a panel discussion. And after that we will have a valedictory session. And in the valedictory session we will give the prize. Okay? For timing, you please wait. What is the prize that you are supposed to get it? Okay? This is surprise. Thank you. Thank you. And give a big hand to Mandari ji.
Thank you.
Jode.
Jode mein?
So 10 people. Have a right turn for first, second. Okay, so panel discussion नाम को बताइए. Very quickly we will finish this today's program. So we need your participation. There will be a panel discussion, very short panel discussion. After that we will have a valedictory section. So panel discussion topic is something different, not in NDLI.
the panel discussion topic is that related to library. What is the future role of the library? Library, those people who are working in the library, even those teachers who teach the library, they build the library professional. So is the academic and librarian is a mixture type of things. How they will build the librarians, library students, what are the syllabus they should teach, and what are the new things they should add so that their student will grow and they can deliver when they join some organization. So this is the topic. So I request Professor Kallan, Professor, apne asben, join korben. Hi, hello kore deben, sir. So I request Professor Sina Mahapatra, Dr. Mahendra Jadhav, Partho Sarito Mukhopadhyay, and then Rajesh Singh ji, please come on the dais. And Pavitra Mitra has come, Professor Pavitra Mitra. So when he will come, I will call him. Okay, please, sir. নামগুলো দিয়েছে টেবিলে? So, before starting this session, don't move away, please. Bite here, please. Why are you leaving? Please bite here. So, I request our all panelists, please give your thought within 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, because we have to start the valedictory session in time. The chief guest will come in between. So I request our Dolan, you please facilitate. Professor Mukhopadhyay, come. Dr. Jadhav, please come. যারা যারা দুবার করে এই উত্তরে পেয়েছে রেখে যাও একটা করে। এখানে রাখো, এখানে রাখো। রাজেশ সিং জি, প্লিজ কাম। So you have 2 mementos. Okay, you already got and another in a different form. You have to no. So I take that. Next, Professor. আমার তো দরকার নেই। Professor Mahapatra, Sina Mahapatra, he was our former chairman Central Library and he helped us a lot, and he also contributed in the National Digital Library as a joint PI. Professor Mitra, please come. Professor Mitra, Pavitra Mitra, please come. Professor Pavitra Mitra will be our next chairman, Central Library. Thank you. So thank you. I am going to start. Sir, you have only 3-4 minutes, okay? So first I start from that side, Professor Shina Mahapatra. You say few words about this topic. Hey, cordless ta dao na okhane? Cordless ache? Cordless kothay? Oh.
So a very good morning and warm welcome. Though of course we are towards the end of the program, but still on behalf of IIT Kharagpur, Central Library and NDLI, I welcome all of you here. This today's topic, that the future of library and library science. See, I am not exactly a man of library science. I was associated with the library as a chairman of the library for last 5 years until March 2024 when I superannuated, and also I was the joint PI of NDLI. Anyway, my role as in connection with the library was mostly a user of the library. So over very long time, starting from my personal use to use by my students, but I found that the resources in the library has increased in leaps and bounds. And out of these resources, finding what I need or what the user needs has really become more and more difficult. In our time, we remember that, okay, we are searching for something, and in that process, if we find something else related, perhaps we are becoming interested to that also, and that would have been helpful. But nowadays, the resource being so much that the students don't want to look for something which are, say, very remotely connected to what they are looking for. They want the specific information. So what I find that the most important part of the library is to provide the specific information that the students need. And in that, I think the recent tools, they have to be developed in such a way that the finding becomes easier. And I think that is the way the future of the library science will move, to serve the user more efficiently, quickly, and in a more appropriate manner.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now I request Mr. Jadhav, say 3 words.
Good morning. Since the library is a social organization, and as per my opinion, actually in future, library should be a multi-academic activity centers. So we should respect the actually past and adopt the futures. Since humanity is also going to play an important role, so librarians actually in future, they should be well versed with technology. They should also know all technical things, and also resources where changes. And a library is the only organization where you adopt the technology. Means very frequently we change technology, and this adopt of technology where actually not only publishing industry, technology, all these things what are happening. So that we have to adopt, and we are the only first in adopting that, because we are the service providers. If you not adopt that and actually acquainted yourself allowing technology as well as resources, so definitely actually it is very difficult in future. It will go through all AI. So then it will, instead of threat, actually we can take as an opportunity, and we should able to adopt all technology as well as as your personal human knowledge also on humanity, all these things you have to adopt that, and you are able to provide the services as per the new latest trends and all this digital age. Thank you.
Thank you. So I request Professor Pavitra.
Yes, good morning everybody. So there is lot of scope of library in future based on the experience that we see of the users at IIT Kharagpur. I think it's becoming more of a organization that brings people together. So if you go to the library, it's a more of an activity center, and I will repeat what once Ian Witten said, that where library should further see. He said that the internet, Google, everything, it's like the fast food, it's like burgers, whereas library is like mother's food provided to you, which is healthy for you. Okay, so I think this aspect, the human aspect, should grow. Even though everybody is pushing towards AI and digital library, I think the human aspect should not be lost, because that is something only library can provide, and which in future, with the advent of AI, which will become a rare commodity, and it will be a very important commodity for students and human beings to be good human beings. So I think that is a big role library should play. Thank you.
Thank you. Partha.
Okay, so let me take the clue both from Professor Sinha Mahapatra and Professor Pavitra Mittal. Maybe you are not knowing he is an authority in information retrieval, which is our bread and butter actually. So what my point is that don't worry about technology as a library professional. It's not that you are first time you are having to face this kind of technological revolution. Your predecessors also faced this kind of technology. We have a history of 5,000 years. Do you know the name of CERN, Center for Particle Physics in Geneva, one of the NASA great lab? They recently developed a repository, open source based, and given the name Zenedo. And why this particular name Zenedo? Because in the loving memory of the first metadata librarian of the world, the great Alexandria Library, the Zenedotas first organized all of these resources by their subject content. So he was considered as the first metadata librarian. And CERN, a lab like CERN, is actually giving the entire software and repository in the loving memory of a librarian. Society is already recognizing library professionals. So don't worry about that. You talk about the decade of 70s, we face personal computer. Decade of 80s, RDBMS. Decade of 90s, web architecture. And now the first decade of this millennium, discovery system. And now AI, another technology. So don't worry about that. We always, we can ride the hype of AI again and can incorporate that into our library services. These are only tools. The most fundamental thing remains what Professor Sinha Mahapatra said, that search, finding. That is the soul of a library. All of our principles, be you are in printed domain, be you are in digital domain, actually based on these finding functions. And AI is making that finding more pinpointed, exhaustive and expeditious, as Vivek Ramanathan said that. You remember that? So nothing has fundamentally changed. What we are having, more and more tools we are having, more and more resource volume-wise it has been increased. Our task is to manage both the ends, to strike the balance and to help our user in a jungle of information. So that is my thinking. And LIS education, as Dr. Sutradhar said, that education actually goes hands to hands. We are not different. We are actually two sides of the same coin. So LIS education needs to be changed, and we should adopt more and more technology focused without forgetting the fundamental principles of basic laws of library science. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Request Rajesh Singh.
Thank you, sir. Friends, I announce that I am the most privileged librarian. Along with that, I am a proud librarian. See, I agree to Professor Parth Sarthi whenever there is a technological change or some evolution is there, there is always a threat, be it computers, internets or Google. See, you know, when Google came, there were discussions at higher level, and I have heard speaking the vice chancellors and other authorities that when Google is there, why librarian is required? But ultimately, you know, it was the librarian who organized the Google, the content of Google. Sir told about metadata. So we are important because libraries have been important, and these situations will come. See, the threat I could find is only it was only in the discussions. Threat was only in discussions. Practically it was not for the library professionals, but if you are not evolving, if you are not changing with the pace of time, there is a threat. We have always been a forerunner, and in present time what we are doing, see the number of conferences, symposiums and workshops taking place on AI in library domain is much larger than the real domain of computer science. Every nook and corner, there is a conference, there is a workshop on AI. Fine, it's a tool, we can use it. But see, copying the research or the language from the different domain and trying to put it to your own domain, that is not the purpose. If you are a member of a group, every day you will find that a lot of intellectuals are there who are teaching you AI on WhatsApp. What will be the future? If you are taught AI on the WhatsApp, what will be future? You know, we get afraid of many things, and there are valid reasons for this. If you want to apply AI, you should learn it. You should learn it by yourself. You should decide which workshops, which courses or which tutorial is good to attend, right? Not every workshops being organized. You should see who is organizing. You know, I was deputed to participate in a training program as a university librarian in IIT Kharagpur by my vice chancellor. So the training program was not important. What was important is IIT Kharagpur. We will have to decipher where you are going and what you are learning. You know, if we lack the skills, if we lack the confidence, if we lack the service, the motive to serve, please remember, we are in a service profession. We cannot put a danda and we cannot do Inspector Raj. We have to serve with a smile. And if you are ready to serve with a smile, if you have changed your mindset, that whatever salary, scales and recognition and authority you have, ultimately, sir, let me complete, I am the last speaker. Ultimately, I can take 2 more minutes. Ultimately, you are responsible to serve. You know, you are in an organization, say a college, a university, anywhere, and you don't have good terms with your faculty members. You are good for nothing. If a librarian is not maintaining good relationship with the authorities of the institution, he has failed. You cannot do justice to the library, you cannot do justice to the library service. So first thing is, we will have to change our mindset. We are in the service profession, we are required to serve. And you know, one more important thing, there is a mushrooming of associations. You take each alphabet of English from A to Z, you will find number of associations with each alphabet. This is the reason we are not recognized. This is the reason we are not treated well. Right? We are divided. Central universities, CFTIs, schools, colleges. No. The first thing is, we are library professionals. Be united. Have an association which is nationally important, which represents all of us. Which represents all of us. See, if you are united, you can succeed. If you are not united, you will never succeed.
Okay.
Right? So please go for a association. Friends, technology can never replace librarians. Technology, as sir told, it is always a tool. And sir, I agree with you, we need teachers, library science teachers like you, who is always adopting new technologies, and he is just guiding students to adopt those technologies. I have been meeting, this is third or fourth time, sir. I have always seen him which technology can fruitfully be utilized in the library. So we need teachers like you. There is just one more minute, sir. You know, we have heard that there is no footfall in libraries, or there is decreasing footfall in libraries. This is a narrative which has been created to afraid the librarians. But this is not the fact. This is not the fact. At my university central library, we have 34 libraries. At my university central library, in the month of September, we had 100,000 footfall. And you know, I am expanding that library physically 4 times. And it is only possible when I can put on record that number of users are denied access in library because of lack of space. Once again, friends, I am like you, I am proud to be a librarian. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So, thank you all the panelists be seated here. So, I will take 2 questions from the audience. If you have a valid question, if you want to know, now it is floor with you. You please raise your hand and you can ask the question to the panelist. Microphone, you just give the microphone. Anyone? Yeah. Who? You, Kishore.
I have no questions.
Who? Anyone raise question? Any question that you have mind? अरे बाबा क्या है आप लोग? Okay, fine, that's fine. Okay, now I have a question.
Sir,
नहीं कोई सर, ठीक है. Two ladies.
Sir, shall I ask?
Very small question.
Small, general question, sir.
Restricted.
How to bring our e-package utilization to the students? We have to make students to utilize our e-journal usage. How to make them?
Tell your students what you have
Periodicals and e-journals packages we have, more packages we have, but downloading number is less.
The old concept is user education, the new concept is information literacy. You make your students information literate. Don't make them that whatever is available on Google or Wikipedia is always not reliable. They will use the resources which are available.
Okay, thank you.
The library needs to follow the existing pool model. What presently we are already we are waiting for the user, they will come. No, the cases of reverse, you need to go to them. So that is called the push model of library service.
Okay, sir.
What Dr. Singh said, and periodically these advocacy services everything. They don't know simply that you are sitting on the top of that kind of thing.
Thank you. Yeah, sir, periodically we are giving orientation.
Okay, yes, sir. After question ka answer is very simple question. Now, anyone? You go.
Just a minute. You should know what is in my house. If you know that, you can give something to someone. You, not you particularly, anybody. If I am not aware what I have, what can I give? That's the beginning.
It's the network question, that's it. Okay, so the last question, last question. Okay.
How to increase the footfall,
Yeah.
sir?
Same question.
Okay, sir. Actually, we have yes.
If library is center of academic activities, the footfall will increase. If the users are welcomed like a customer,
Yes, sir.
the footfall will increase. If you are ready to serve the users, always, whenever they require, whatever they require. See, as a librarian, we are most resourceful person on the campus, right? So anything which is required, you can get connected to all your friends, and that can be arranged. Just you arrange one research paper which is not available in your library for your faculty member and see the difference.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Actually,
Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Sir, please. Sir. Okay, sir, thank you. So, thank you very much. I have one question, just not question, this is my suggestion that there are many people are working in our field, and every institute there is a library. Every institute means schools, college, everywhere. We are doing our course, bachelor degree, master degree, everything, PhD, and then we join the job. But our subject is not, our profession is not a professional. Like doctor, they have a professional course. There is a lawyer, they have a professional course. But why the UGC is not recognized that library science is a professional course? I don't think that there are lot of association is there in the library science. I think this is very important question. It should be, so if this is a professional course, it has lot of meaning. Okay, otherwise anybody can come in this profession and then they can claim that I am the librarian.
Am I allowed to speak on your observation?
1 minute, sir. And the library science teacher, I just request you, whatever the new development is happening, that should be included in your syllabus. And teacher also need to understand, educated of the new technology. And not only 1 or 2 universities, every university there must be some training session for them, so that their student can also be grown such a way that they can work and deliver when they will join the institute. So this is my suggestion. Anyway, you have an answer?
See, we all need to look inside us. What I feel, I'm very critical. You know, what I feel, whatever we are getting as a library professionals, whatever we are getting from UGC, that is much more than what we really deserve, right? Look inside you, what you are doing. If you justify your services for what you are paid, then only we have something to say to UGC or others, right? Before that, we need to justify our actions, our deeds, our thoughts, right? Our service. Then only we can ask for UGC.
Yes, sir.
In India, at least those who are directly connected with UGC, sir, we are well paid off. We are well recognized of. There is no dearth. The only lacking is from us, the library professionals.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. So we conclude this session, and I thanks all the.
Once I was in Algeria, please listen very simple. One word is written everywhere in your office, justify today's salary. I request all of you, in the morning take a vow in your office, I'll justify my today's salary, and in the evening you think, have you justified? If not, you have committed a crime of instigation, that is this much is required, everything is in order.
So this is the takeaway. Everyone should understand whatever salary we are getting, that should be, we should deliver such a way. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, and I thanks all the panelists once again. Thank you very much. Now we are going to start our validity session. Our chief guest has come. So please cooperate with us. Thank you. So I said request you. কোথায় 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 নাম কি? আমি বলিনি।
Veil Technology Rangarajan, please come.
কোথায় কোথায়?
So a very small segment for those who did not get the NDLI Club Award. I told this yesterday also because it was not possible for us to gather everyone in a single day. So for last 3 days we are doing this. So Veil Tech, somebody from Veil Tech, please come and take your certificate. Tatari. So, and now somebody is from Abhilasha University, Kunal Sood sir. He has come all the way from Himachal Pradesh. Sir, are you here? Yes, I can see you. So long journey he took just to receive this award. He is from Himachal Pradesh. Yesterday night he arrived here and today he is leaving for Himachal Pradesh. And he is one of the leading institutions who is performed brilliantly in Himachal Pradesh. A big round of applause for sir. And now from Maharashtra, you come, madam, please. SGPC's Guru Nanak Institute of Management and Studies. Again, Maharashtra is the best performing state in across India, so that's a very prestigious prize for them. A state having highest number of club and their best there. So that makes a big sense. Big round of applause. And last but not the least, one of my favorite clubs, they're from Delhi. Madam, please come, Maharaja Surajmal Institute of Technology. So best performing club from our capital, and Ritu is the librarian. She is putting really hard effort to take her club in a next level, and whenever any support I need, I always call her and bang on her. So she is a great support for us also. Big round of applause for Nidhi ma'am and also Ritu ma'am, and they are from our New Delhi capital and they are doing wonderful job there. Thank you so much.
এটা কে করছে? ইয়ে তুমি করছো? অবঞ্জনা কোথায়? ডাকো। আজ তুমি করছো কি এটা অ্যাঙ্কারিং? হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ করছি। একটু বসুন, ডেকে নাও, তাতে বেশি বলার দরকার নেই, তাতে ডেকে।
Now we have reached the most awaited part of our program, the valedictory session. It is indeed a moment of pride and gratitude as we come to celebrate the successful completion of this enlightening symposium. To grace this occasion, we deeply honored to have with us distinguished personalities whose presence truly adds value and inspiration to this occasion. At our outset, I am privileged to invite Dr. B. Sutradhar, Librarian, IIT Kharagpur and Joint Principal Investigator of National Digital Library to the stage. Sir, please come. No. We are truly honored to have some eminent personalities with us in this valedictory session. Now we invite Professor K.L. Panigrahi, Dean Administration, IIT Kharagpur, to the stage. Sir, please come up on the stage. Professor Panigrahi is a distinguished physicist whose research interests span classical mechanics, quantum mechanics, high energy physics, string theory, and advanced mathematical theory. Sir, your academic brilliance and leadership continue to inspire generation of scholars at IIT Kharagpur and beyond. We are truly privileged to have you among us. Next, it is my pleasure to invite Professor Saptarshi Ghosh, Distinguished Professor and Rapporteur General, Department of Library and Information Science, University of North Bengal, to kindly come up on the stage. Professor Ghosh is a renowned academician and researcher whose areas of expertise include computer application in library and information science, big data analytics, knowledge organization, digital libraries, information retrieval, bibliometrics and research evaluation. His insightful analysis and scholarly contribution have greatly enriched this symposium. Now I request Dolan to please come and felicitate Professor K.L. Panigrahi. Now I request Jayashree to please come and felicitate Professor Saptoshi Ghosh.
So, thank you, Avanti Madam. Now we have series of activities, very pleasant moment, and some people will be happy, some people will be depressed. Don't mind, next time you will be winner of the game that we have played. So first is lucky draw. You come here, bring this.
There will open it. আর এটা কাটা দিত কোথায় কাটা নিয়ে এটা করে ওই গিয়ে দিলাম পুরো পরপর নাম্বার আরে নিয়ে আসুন না এটা হ্যাঁ ফেরো না করে নি বক্স করে ওই বাচ্চা কোন বাচ্চা করে নি ওই বাচ্চা So these are the application lucky draw coupon and feedback form. So देखा तो sir you have to shuffling sir to करने दो हाँ so we will not involve unbiased okay
डॉक्टर उमा शंकर प्रसाद कौन है भाई? हेलो जीव विज्ञान वो चला गया इधर नहीं होगा तो नहीं होगा ये कैंसिल मस्ट बी प्रेजेंट नहीं है हाँ ये नहीं है क्या नहीं है सर नेक्स्ट अरे एक तो मैं देव ना आई विल नॉट गिव मीनाद्री मजुमदार अरे बाप कम जोना कम मीनाद्री सर enjoy with your family, yeah, with this. Good. Next, sir. Dr. Vivek Mahato है? नहीं है, नहीं है.
जो नहीं है उसको नहीं मिलेगा.
ये तो है इधर. डॉक्टर एनएस भंडारी. भंडारी जी, अरे नहीं बाहर तो नहीं है, मैं तो देखा इधर है. उपाध्याय जी है? ये भी जानने वाला है. ये भी नहीं है. परीक्षित मंडल, प्रोफेसर परीक्षित मंडल कहाँ है? चला गया. वो नहीं है, बाहर गया था. नहीं है, नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो भी बात. द सेकेंड प्राइज शंकर पुलकरा. शंकर कौन है? नहीं है. Oh my God. बसप्पा केएल, मिस्टर बसप्पा केएल.
लाठी है. Alex, sir, one more.
विवेक जी, डोंट मूव आए हैं. आपका इतना बड़ा प्राइज चला गया, भंडारी भी चला गया, तुम लोग क्यों जाते हो? मौसुकी सिंह रॉय है?
Thank you.
ওইটা কোথায়? ওই লিস্টটা কই? ওই লিস্টটা কোথায়?
So now we are going to open base paper award. Our sir will open it.
ওদের আবার আছে.
Theme 1 and 2, from community care to digital governance, reimagining the ICDS transformation in Kuchbihar through এটা কি টাইটেলের নাম?
না, এটা টাইটেল.
আচ্ছা, ওকে. এটা কি? শুভজ্যোতি পাল. কাম from Kuchbihar Panchanan Burma University, West Bengal.
Come, quick. Please come.
Next is this is the best paper award, and it's actually very meaningful things. Those who have written a very good paper and reviewer reviewed this paper, and after that also presentation also means reviews. Based on that, our panelist, there is a panelist for selection of the best paper. They have selected. This is not in our hand. everything done by independently. So now is Satyabrata Acharya. This is the theme of NDLI. Please come. Next, theme 4, all related to technology and... there are 2 awards, and one is Mausuki Singh Roy and Subhayan Roy from National Digital Library of India. Come first. Now, theme 4, all technology and AI. Tirtho Dasgupta. Tirtho Dasgupta. Come. Give a big hand. Congratulations. अच्छा हाँ बोलছি अच्छा प्रोफेसर पार्थसारथी मुखोपाध्याय and then Tirtho Dasgupta jointly written this paper and it's award based work. Sir, please come quickly, come. Sir के पास time है, I have taken the permission, don't worry, come. आज थोड़ा time देना है. He is from Kalani University, professor. Next হয়ে গেছে না? এই দুটো করে প্রাইজ আছে প্রতি থিমে? না, দুটো এটা কি দুটো দিলে? হ্যাঁ, এটা তো দুটো আছে। এটা তো? এটা পবন আর সমীর কুমার জালাল। And then another award is Mr. Pawan Kumar Pal and Samir Kumar Jalal. Please come. ও অসুবিধা হবে নেক্সট হ্যাঁ 3 and 5 Mr. Anand R. Shorodi and Ms. Ajay Kumar Pandey from DRDO. Please come sir, jaldi. हो गया तो ना? पवन है क्या इधर कोई देखो तो फोन करो उनको Thank you. Okay. So thank you very much, sir, for your cooperation. And this is your anchoring ke kuch related to dakho. Okay. So thank you very much, all of you, for this for the participation of this quiz competition that we have organized just before this negotiation. That prize we will give you later on. So now we have coming into this 3 days symposium. Don't move away, sir. Don't move away, please, and keep quiet. So I thanks our chief guest, today's chief guest, Professor K.L. Panigrahi, Dean Administration. And I'm very much thankful to him that he has also served as a chief guest in our research tour, came by bus from New Delhi. And we are very much thankful to our IIT administration that whatever we are doing, we are always getting support from the institutes. Without their support, nothing can be possible. And we receive appreciation, always we receive the appreciation if we are doing good things. So I am really thankful and fortunate to work in this organization since long. So
it's a wonderful thing and wonderful journey for me and all the people who are working in this system. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I also thank Saptoshi, Professor Saptoshi. He is from North Bengal University, and he took lot of pain from day one to still now. He is writing each and every session. He has taken note from the rapporteur and he is making the correction and all these things. It's a very, very laborious job. And I am confident the way he has written the report is really, really good. So this report will be presented to the ministry because I have requested that they know that we are organizing this symposium. So conference proceeding and then details of this conference that we have to send to the ministry and also our institution. So I thanks all the participants, all these invited guests, all the librarians. So it's really, really means happy for me that to whom I have requested everybody come. Almost all the librarians from the big institutions they have come and from the small institution they also come. There are a lot of presentation. We have received more than 90 papers, sir, and then 86 papers that we have published in our proceeding. One copy I will give it to you. It's a wonderful proceeding, and then also there are 13 technical sessions that we have organized, and each and every section the participants are really enjoyed and they get a lot of knowledge through this presentation. So it's a wonderful thing. I also thanks our library staff and the NDLA staff. They have worked hard to make this event possible. So give a big hand to them. And also the participants. After all, you are the people to whom you have come, and for you this is possible. So I thanks all the participants who have come all the way, spent 3 days time, and then you make this event very successful. And also lastly, I thanks all the NDLI club award winners. So there are 24 winners. So yesterday we have given some of the winner certificate. Today we have given, and first day also we have given. So really it's a hard working that you have done. Because of that you have been selected as a winner of your state, and I hope it will continue. You are meeting the student, you are meeting the teacher. To whom you meet, you just tell this portal is freely available to everyone, and there are a lot of resources that we have already explained what we have, what are the services that we are providing. So with this, I thanks one again, and I request Saptoshi sir, please come and present your details proceeding about symposium. Thank you very much.
Respected Session Chair, Professor Panigrahi, the PI as well as the librarian Dr. Sutrodhar, and all the dignitaries present here along with my fraternity. Say, you know that one, the very concept of love, affection, whenever you see this one or say this one, it resonates something in you. Basically you try to identify what is love, you try to identify what is affection, but whenever this love and affection basically goes with harmonic progression, and that love tries to engulf you, then you will be in trouble. Basically, Dr. Sutrodhar started loving me in such a way, so I was rather in a trouble. That is, where is this love lent? So he started that one from 2019, and he asked me to serve as the Rapporteur General. And this particular thing started continuing all over India, and right now people are calling me Uncle Rapporteur.
So the very problem of this one is that a few months back I was there in Vidyasagar University, and ironically they also assigned me the task of Rapporteur General. So basically, if you can write, it doesn't mean you will always write. But with that idea, I am starting that one, today's presentation. He warned us. He actually tried to make you phobic. Each and every time the way he will instruct you, you will think that one, he is actually riding in a horse. And he tried me, and I asked him try me, and I tried to hop here and there for the last 3 days, and specifically I couldn't even get the peace that I require in the technology guest house. And and then what he did, he told me that one, you are having 5 minutes, you try to complete that one. So we have a very great affection, you know. So I know that one because I already have seen the printed thing that is placed in the table, on the table, where my time is written as 10 minutes. So this thing is the additional one, and I will take now again 10 minutes just to give you that one. Okay. So one thing I am saying at the very beginning, in this rapporteur's report, I won't say anything about the participants' presentation because these were evaluated 2 or 3 times. One, within the time when they were delivering. Second one, some people were monitoring, giving them the marks, and ultimately the best paper award is given. Everyone excelled. 76 papers were placed. 76 papers were actually selected for publication out of 90, and 18 didn't come, or they didn't turn up, so we are having 58. So we are getting that one near about 67% people, they actually presented that one, out of which 15 were on AI, but 43 are about, or rather beyond AI, or rather that is the beyond the boundary of AI. And this is very important. That is, you are thinking that one AI is a tool, but you are not forgetting that one, that is your core is librarianship. The number of papers denotes that one. So this is my pre-submission of that one. So I am starting with the inaugural session because you know inaugural session is the main thing, if you say that one, the window of a particular job or a particular program. So I am starting with that one. That is a very brief with that. So we got that one, the lightning, the lamp, and invocation song symbolizing enlightenment through knowledge. Dignitaries were facilitated, and Dr. Sutradhar welcomed delegates, and he told that 90 papers were submitted, out of which 75 were accepted, that one. And he talked about the role of Kharagpur University Center, Kharagpur IIT Central Library, as well as the community for blending technological precision in the academic spheres. And he closed by inviting participants to experience the campus as a space where technology and tranquility coexist. So now we got that one, that is the director of IIT, Professor Shuman Chakraborty. He stressed about sharing of knowledge is a power. He talked about that one. So he told that one, knowledge is a power, but he asked the question about it, and then ultimately he landed with that one. Knowledge is power if it is shared, and libraries are the catalyst of equitable and data-driven education. Dr. Gaur examined NDLI's progress and future trajectory of India's digital heritage framework, and he talked about Gyan Bharat, and he emphasized on metadata preservation, interoperability linked with cultural archives to modern digital infrastructure. He concluded that bridging ancient knowledge systems
with a present-day technology is essential for long-term access and authenticity. Professor Plavan Bhaumik, he addressed the human dimension of digital librarianship, and he argued that user experience should go beyond the functionality to encompass cognitive and emotional engagement. Stressing the importance of contextual personalization, he proposed framework that blend human-computer interaction with information ethics. Dr. Srinath from Asiatic Society, he talked about his library, manuscripts in 28 languages, which are actually the living monuments of the knowledge continuity. He outlined digitization projects preserving multilingual, multicultural heritage through high-resolution imaging and metadata standards. And he concluded that by affirming the safeguarding of intellectual tradition in fundamental to India's knowledge sovereignty. Now, the session ended with a vote of thanks by Dr. Shamir Jalal, and Jalal acknowledged everyone, the dignitaries, delegates, organizing team for their support. He commended that the NDLI and IIT Kharagpur staff for their coordination and dedication. His concise remarks set a professional tone for the technical sessions to follow. The session closed with the national anthem. So this was the introductory session. Right now, I am starting on the technical session. So in this particular session, I must want to convey my sincere thanks to all rapporteurs who were there and who gave me near about 10 to 20 pages for each and every session and tried to test me whether I can precise it or summarize it not. So might be this was not intentional, but they tried to be more elaborate, and their elaboration made me, specifically it actually triggered insomnia. So yesterday night and the day before yesterday night, I had to spend a lot of times, I was fanatically searching something which can trigger me to actually align. But you know that one, IIT is such a kind of thing where most of the things are prohibited. So next, so next one, so we are going for the technical session one. So in technical session one, so I'm not going to talk about the chairmen, co-chairs, everything is there, but only I am highlighting the invited lectures. Specifically, I tried to show you that one. So it was the co-chair Shivsri, and then, so the sessions overview, so it was started by Partha Pratim Chakraborty, that is PPC. You recall, he examined AI's symbolic, statistical and neural paradigms in advancing education and research. He illustrated how intelligence system can augment human cognition rather replace it, enhancing discovery and personalization in learning environments. Stressing ethical algorithm design, he urged that transparency accompany automation. His synthesis positioned AI as an instrument of scholarly augmentation and institutional innovation. Professor P.P. Das, who joined with us online, and there was something like that one, I didn't actually include that one here, but what he tried to convey, he emphasized open access as the cornerstone of equitable knowledge system. And he called for interoperability among repositories, transparent data workflows, linking open research to open AI. Citing NDLI's federated architecture, he demonstrated how open frameworks ensure both reproducibility and integrity in research. Dr. Shantanu Ganguly. Which one? Okay. So everyone is understanding that one because you have the automation. So in your neural network, and as Professor Sutradhar already told that one, you can catch up everything in silence, and whenever one individual in silence, you can also catch that one up, and that is what is your beauty, not mine. So with all these things and giving you the due credit and full credit, I am going to the last section where 4 recommendations I made. Yes, I know that one. The 4 recommendations I made, but basically you see, you invited a lot of people. They are here. They actually had their dinner, lunch, everything. They enjoyed. And right now they are waiting for what they actually uttered, because they forgot everything because of the extracurricular activities rather than that of seminal activities. So it was my reminder, it was I am trying to remind them, this is what they stated, but right now I am coming back to this and saying you the core points. Okay, so the core points are, just a minute. Don't think that when I am taking time. I am actually searching my paper. Okay, just wait for a while.
You are finding that cool.
Yes.
Cultural program
It's okay. Done. It's okay. Fine. So now see the outcome. The 4 outcomes I have chosen. That is 1. Strengthening metadata standards and interoperability. That came. Second one is promotion of AI and data literacy training within LIS curricula. Third one, integrating traditional knowledge systems into national digital repositories and developing sustainable framework for long-term data preservation. So with this, my deliberation, or rather anything from my end, actually stops here. So now we want to go for the resonation that Dr. Sutra is having. Thank you very much. Sure. Recommendation will be given later. I told you that these are the recommendations.
Thank you.
Actually,
this details the report that we will circulate to you all in the group, and due to the time, we have a lot of good people are there. They are not able to speak in much time, so we have to accommodate everyone. Okay, so sorry for that, and I am sorry, Saptoshiji, he is a so nice person, and he can accommodate anything. So thank you very much. So now this is the time to invite our chief guest, today's chief guest of this valedictory function, Professor K.L. Panigrahi. He is a professor in Department of Physics, and he is looking after the big role of our institutions called Dean Administration. It's doing everything, and not now, since long he is doing that, and he is a very helping person and helping everyone, and at the same time he is very tough, very tough. So he can understand who is what, and that is the situation, that the things actually we require. Sir told that what are the salary that we are getting, whether we are delivering or not, like this. So thank you, sir, for your coming. So I invite our chief guest, please come and say few words, not take much time, few words, and give a big hand to our sir.
Namaskar to all. I think after a long conference of this intensity, I mean, you all will be raring to go back to work and work with more vigor. What Dr. Sutradhar told, I think he's a good friend of mine. We know each other fairly for a long time. I mean, I'm slightly a tough administrator, so, but I think it's okay to be tough. unless, if you are not compromising your human values, it can be tough. If you are not tough, then it looks like, things are not moving. So to get things moving, especially in this era of AI and things like that, when human interventions have become less and less, so one needs to be slightly tough, and I pretend to be tough. Okay, so it's a great pleasure to join you all at the valedictory function of this wonderful conference that has come to an end. I'm sure for the last 3 days, this symposium has brought together a lot of scholars, technocrats, and fine human beings under one roof, and to sort of discuss and participate to create a vibrant and meaningful atmosphere. Of course, we all know that we are living at a time when access to knowledge defines empowerment, and what is better than digitization of all the resources, including libraries. In fact, I take this as a pride to be associated to an institute of repute, institute of very high national importance, like IIT Kharagpur, and we acknowledge the remarkable contribution of IIT Kharagpur's Central Library, especially led by Dr. Sutradhar. I think we must give him a big hand. The way he has actually, sort of defined the role of digital library in the context of Indian education is remarkable. I think there will be, I know one of the most hardworking person that I have ever seen. So therefore we must acknowledge his contribution. As we know that the National Digital Library of India and the LIE project developed by IIT Kharagpur under the aegis of Ministry of Education, with over more than 13 crores of digital resources freely accessible to all. So NDLI at this moment stands as a shining example of India's commitment to open and inclusive knowledge partner. So that makes it really important and one of the most sought out for venture in the context of not only India but the whole of Asia. So IIT Kharagpur, through initiatives like NDLI, has shown how technology can democratize education and make learning resources accessible to every learner, regardless of location or background. This symposium continues that vision, which is building bridges between disciplines and nations in the pursuit of open and intelligent knowledge sharing. As we conclude this event, I encourage all participants to carry forward the insight gained here, to continue innovation, to continue collaboration, and to continue reimagining the future of digital library. Once again, my heartfelt congratulations to all of you for this wonderful conference, and wish you all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
So 1 or 2 minutes I'll take. One award is left, but this Pavan Kumar, he was not there, no? So should you get it? No. You are not there, no? So please come, please come. The Best Paper Award also goes to Pavan Kumar and Samir Jalal. Sir, once more you have to come. Thank you. And this is the last thing is that we have organized a quiz, and I told that is a big prize that you have. ठीक है, for it. So the first award goes to, I am not considering the internal candidates, internal person, Library India. I am just considering only the participants who have come. to participate in this conference. The first is Kishore De. You know. Come, sir. Saptoshi, tumi aste paro, join karo na. Second, Anuradha Kumari, second. Come quick. Third is N. Upadhyay. Upadhyay, please come. Thank you. So, third is Upadhyay. He is a deputy from IT BHU. Thank you. And then second quiz, the first is, sorry, you are not considering our internal candidate, don't mind it, you will get it. Kaustubh Chakraborty, please come. Kaustubh. Third is Pavan Gupta. No, Pavan Gupta, no. Because is some internal candidate. Subrata Biswal. Who is that? You are also internal candidate. No. Devashish Das. Second. Devashish Das is there? No. Manirul is not there. Ajay Kumar Sahu. Please come. And Kumar Ratna Rao. Third one is Kumar Ratna Rao. न पटना राव कोई है? नहीं है? नहीं कुमार, अच्छा कुमार फिटेन राव, नहीं. सुष्मिता बेरा is our internal, na? Sushmita Bera, is there anyone? Okay, fine. No one is there. Thank you. So internal candidate, we will give you later something for you. Okay. Thank you, sir.
So as we all know that we have come to the end of this 3 days long session, and again we will meet in the same occasion, but whose effort means a lot, who had really worked hard to make this event possible, and gathering of so many, intelligent mind, young minds, original minds here under the same roof. It was possible only because of our Sutradhar sir, and we have seen that the kind of effort and every little thing he was just keeping under his surveillance. So a small gift for sir on behalf of us. Sir, please. We are so happy to give this to sir.
So I call one by one, you come. Arun Chakraborty, please come. Arun Chakraborty, please come. Sir, one more. Sati Rao. They are our invited guests, come all the way. Sir. Jaganji, please come. Murun. হ্যাঁ আর কে আছে আর কেউ দেখছি না পার্থ কাম পার্থ কাম আর কে আছে পার্থ প্লিজ কাম আর এনিবডি হিয়ার আচ্ছা কানন স্যার প্লিজ दुर्गा शंकर अरे कहाँ है छुपा हुआ है सर प्लीज कम you find out is there anyone सप्तषी देखो तो क्यों अच्छी परीक्षित प्लीज कम परीक्षित पवन पवन hey come hey তুমি গৌরবঙ্গ প্রবীণ স্যার এনিওয়ান ওটা তো হবে ওটা লাস্টে হ্যাঁ এনিওয়ান hey please come প্রধানজি please come thank you Dr. Pradhan please come quickly and lastly Saptoshi এটা দেখে দাও এটা পরে নিয়ে নেবো ওকে পরীক্ষিত না কোথাও দেখে দাও okay so thank you very much I am telling you one thing that today is a holiday in spite of that our sir is spending so much time with us so give a big hand and I request Samir Jalal I just request all library and NDL staff please come on the dais and take a photograph with sir please this is the last show please come परीक्षित कम अरे कहाँ रहते तुम Okay, so sir, you stand here.
नीचे बसे
Somebody can see. Before closing this, I request Sukanto, please come. At a memento, doctor. Namchara. Sukanto, please come. Sukanto. Don't move away. So I request Shamir, please give a vote of thanks and close this ceremony. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, dear participants,
It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks at the valedictory session of the program. So, last 3 days we have enjoyed a lot for the discussion with the intellectual things towards the digital library and knowledge engineering. Knowledge engineering, normally it is an application of AI and in the digital library for shaping for future and improvement of the discoverability, etc. And lot of discussions was there. It was very fruitful. Now, first of all, I would like to take my privilege to, we are deeply honored with the gracious presence of Professor KEDLD Panigrahi, Dean Administration, IIT Kharagpur, for his inspiring address and gracious presence here. And we are, really grateful that his moral support and for all sorts of support in conducting this event. So, secondly, we are really grateful to Professor Saptarshi Ghosh for presenting precisely the core of the 3 days proceedings in a nutshell. And it is a very tireless job, but he has done meticulously, attended every session. So, give a big hands to Saptarshi sir. Now, it's actually, we are really truly honored to have our librarian as an organizing secretary, and give a big hands to sir. He is very dynamic at this stage and handling each and every activity meticulously. So, we are really proud of him. And last but not least, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the invited speakers, chair, co-chair, rapporteur, and the author particularly. We received the very valuable papers, and around 20 plus papers I have reviewed, and we got a lot of, I have seen there are a lot of applications of AI, and they have made the prototype things for which will be extended for further study. So these, therefore, the tremendous job they have done as an author, we are really, quite impressed. Give a big hands to all authors, chair, co-chair, for them. We are really grateful to all the staff members of Central Library and NDLI. It is a tremendous support given by the NDLI staff for organizing each and every, and all the, the professional staff of our Central Library. They have made a tremendous work for bringing out the proceedings. It is a voluminous proceedings of 750 plus pages for editing, and then we done internally, and then only printing is done outside. So it's a real job. Now I also give my heartfelt thanks to all the arrangements, support, sound systems, media, and then recording systems they have made for each and every thing meticulously for all the 3 days, including the online session conduction. So, thank you very much for each and every participant, those who have come from the different states of India and participated to make the event a grand success. Thank you one and all. Thank you very much. With this, I take permission from the sir to close this ceremony. Thank you.
So after that we will have a group photo that the venue of our lunch, and I request all the NDLA staff, after lunch you will assembly in the selfie zone. The Indo, that film director has come, he will take a photograph. Okay, and Central Library also. Thank you.